Hi everyone, it's Renee here. And I was listening to Friday Funnel Drop the other day, and they were going over automations. Talk to you about some of the new apps that we have in here. One that they talked about in the Feature Fridays was the Message Hub. Now, the Message Hub is pretty awesome. You go in and you add the app right here. All the apps are free. So if you have a ClickFunnels account, there's a lot of apps you can use to automate your business. For instance, Zapier, survey workflows, right there. Message Hub, automations is your workflows. How easy is it to add to? Let me show you. This little lightning bolt right here is how you get your automations up. So what you can do is start a new workflow, name it, whatever you want to name it, event types and event type. This is an opt-in page. You want to set it as opt-in. The trigger is the opt-in page. I always add tags, which makes it easy. When you go in your analytics, you could pull it up by tag and just see the people in that funnel. Then the next thing you want to do, automations, is when mainly on a sales funnel, but on an opt-in funnel, you can add a widget, which is a message that you could send them right when they opt into your funnel. Usually I only put that on the sales funnel. You can send a message to that person is saying anything. You can welcome them. I have it go to my cell phone and it says, hey, Renee, you got mail. I want email and text messages. And now I got that in there. If I add, also make sure there's not, we tag the contact, and adding notes as if you just want to give a specific note to anybody that comes through the workflow. Notify me. Now, the next thing you want to do is automations. The money is in the list. Once you get them on a list, you don't want to leave them hanging. You want to show them that you're interested in them. Obviously, the first thing you want to deliver is a deliverable or whatever you promised them or whatever they bought. So the first thing you would do is we're going to attach an email. There's promotional, invitational, newsletters, all kinds of email templates. I always do a new template, but go with one of the email templates. Let's go with this easy one. And you just put in, thank you for signing up. And your gift is inside. Make sure you get the email that you want it to and from. You have to edit the email, obviously, because all that did is set it up. Well, you have to edit it just because you set it up. I made that mistake a lot. You can then change, customize, put some buttons in there to go to your offer or whatever it is. And make sure you publish it. You go back out. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to come back, but you want to make sure that you turn the status on when the funnel's live, or it will not work. So when they first come in, they got to opt into the opt-in page of ClickFunnels Connect. They get tagged as ClickFunnels Connect. It notifies me, hey, somebody's there. In case, I would usually only use that on the sales funnel or something where I want to hit them back immediately to get them to do something. Then I'll send that first email, put a delay in. The next day, it's a 1-day delay. So the next day will be like email 2. So then we're going to add send the email. And I usually put a 5 email welcome sequence. So this will be email 2. Welcome. Okay. And then I say I create that. And then you have to edit the email. After the process, you can with the automation, which is pretty awesome, because after the workflow is done, let's say you want to put them in, say, a soap opera sequence, you can trigger another workflow. That means after they go through the welcome workflow, so you're not just leaving them hanging and the emails just stop, you can give them another workflow. I have tons of them in here. I have a master email sequence that's 120 emails. So I would add them to that master email sequence. I thought it was pretty nifty, so I'm going to share it with you. Instead of end, this is if you could put end if that's the end of the workflow. But what I do is I put a delay in here because I don't want them to not get to end the workflow. So what I do is I put 365 days just so it doesn't close out the workflow. And when they hit the end of the workflow, it just stops here. What I do is show that this still has more emails to come so I can go in and add later on. So that's something I learned. I don't use it on all the funnels like an opt-in funnel. I use it. I need to add to a workflow and I don't want it to just end out. I just wanted to show you guys some of the cool things that ClickFunnels got going with the automations. All of this you get in your ClickFunnels account. I'll probably be going over the next few days or the next few weeks, each of these. But today we're just going over automations, how to automate your business. Thank you for your time and talk to you later.